12th November 2021, Morning Murli. Om Shanti, BapDada, Madhuban. Sweet children, each actor, each soul plays a part of happiness for half the time and of sorrow for the other half. This is God's law. Question: when will the explanation that the Father gives sit in the intellects of your children accurately? Answer: when your intellects become clean and pure, the more effort you make and the more the alloy is removed, the more the explanation given by the Father will sit in your intellects. As yet, your children have scarcely reached the Sato stage. Each one's effort is individual. Some are Sato and others are still Tamo. However, you have to become Sato Pradhan. Song: the resident of the faraway land has come to the foreign land. Om Shanti. When your children explain at the fairs and exhibitions, you definitely have to explain the things that they are both explaining. In that, you must definitely explain that all are brothers and that the unlimited Father of all brothers means souls is just the one. You also have to ask them what the original eternal deity religion of Bharat is. They believe the Hindu religion to be the original eternal religion. Those of Islam, the Buddhists, and the Christians know who established their religions and when they were established. Is Hinduism or is the deity religion of the people of Bharat? Who established it and when was it established? The people of Bharat do not know this at all. It is absolutely essential to explain these matters. No one pays any attention to these things at all. Bharat is remembered as an ancient land. However, they don't know that their religion is the original, eternal deity religion. Hinduism is not a religion. Your children now understand that the deity religion existed 5000 years ago. At that time, Lakshmi and Narayan truly ruled the kingdom. They did not call themselves Hindus. Okay, there has to be a period of the Hindu religion. When they speak of the period of King Vikram, it is possible that that is from the time that the deities go onto the path of sin, and that it is from that time that they call themselves Hindus. So it is half and half. They cannot be called the original eternal deities at that time. The period of the religion begins from the time it is established. Who established it? Ravan established the period of Vikram, means Vikarma, means sin. At this time, everyone's actions are sinful. There are the terms actions, neutral actions, and sinful actions. So there is also the period of King Vikram, and that lasts for half the cycle. However, the spirit of Vikram is not the period of Hindus. You should ask, when was the original eternal deity religion of Bharat established? They should know about this. These are very delicate matters. Only when they know these things are they able to understand how a new world comes about. There is definitely day and night. It would definitely be half and half. This is one of God's law and it definitely has to be explained. No one has given Baba such news yet. Christians too will have a part of half happiness and half sorrow. The entire history and geography is included in everything we explain to you. All the human beings that come here have received parts of happiness and sorrow. Even if they come here for 1 or 2 births, it would still be half and half. This is God's law. When people hear this at exhibitions, they say that it is very good. But as soon as they go outside, they forget. Hardly anyone pays attention. Some come for a month and then disappears. Some come and understand for 10 minutes. Others come for an hour and some come for longer, but then while moving along, they get tired. Such things continue to happen at the centers. Look how they are becoming part of the deity community. It is a wonder how the religion of the new world is being established in the old world. These things are in the intellects of your children. You now learn about your 84 births from the Father. The Father says, I come to tell you the story of 84 births. So he would definitely have to come at the end to tell you this. He could not tell it in the middle of the copper age because those who come at the end would not yet have taken birth. You cannot receive the knowledge of Raj Yoga in the copper age. The Mahabharata war cannot take place in the copper age. Only after the Mahabharata war is the golden age, the deity religion established. Before that, the Brahmin religion is established, and so that must surely be established through Brahma, which is when Brahmins take birth. The variety form image neither shows the image of Shiv nor the top knot of Brahmins. In the exhibitions, it is essential to have a picture of the variety form image. Brahmins would definitely be created first through Brahma. Where and when are those Brahmins created? The confluence age is that of Brahmins and the iron age is of that Shudras. You now call yourselves Prajapita Brahma Kumaris and Kumaris. Praja means the human world, and so there must definitely be Brahmins. Christ is said to be the father of Christianity. This one is the father of humanity. God creates the human world through Brahma. It isn't that he creates it through Christ or Buddha. The human world begins with Brahma. First of all, he would definitely create Brahmins. Brahmins are then made into deities. The variety form image is only shown in Bharat. Those of other religions cannot create the variety form image. Only the Father explains thus new things, new points as well as old ones continue to emerge, because new children still have to receive the old points as well as the new points so that they can understand. What else would they be able to understand until they have alpha and beta in their intellects? You know that it is very easy to explain alpha and beta to anyone. The father of all is one and he definitely comes. The birthday of Shiv is only celebrated in Bharat. However, the people of Bharat don't know what the birthday of Shiv is. They do not know about Brahma, Vishnu or Shankar, nor do they know about Sri Krishna. They don't even know when it was the kingdom of Sri Lakshmi and Narayan. Christ existed in the past and has now gone, but there must be a list of all the popes. However, the people of Bharat don't know that Lakshmi and Narayan rule the kingdom in Bharat. Those people don't know at all the occupation of the images that are created and worshipped. How did the warriors claim the kingdom from the deities? Did they fight? When the kingdom changes hands, someone must definitely have gained victory. It isn't like that they pass on the kingdom in a very good manner. People are in such a darkness, whereas you have received so much enlightenment. It isn't that everyone remembers everything. You should explain at the exhibitions everything that Baba has explained to you. People come to the exhibitions one day and then don't turn up the next day. You can't tell whether they understand anything or not. You should get them to write down their opinions about how they previously didn't know anything at all about where the deity religion went. Tell us the year when the Hindu religion began. No one knows what anyone says. Someone should record their opinions, prove to them that this cycle is 5000 ears and tell them to write that down. No one knows about the different periods. Have you heard those things in the scriptures? Then where did we learn them? So it must definitely be God who teaches us these things. No one apart from God can explain to us. He definitely enters someone's body. God is the ocean of knowledge. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, carries out establishment through Brahma. He gives you the knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end. His name is Shiv. On the path of devotion, they have given him many names. There must be a minimum of 150,000 names in all different languages. Baba explains so much to you children every day, but your intellects have not yet become sufficiently clean and pure. If you continue to make effort, the allure will be removed. Up to now, you children have scarcely reached the Sato stage. There are some who are still Tamo, Sato Pradhan, Sato, Raju, and Tamo. Those two are number-wise. Each one of you continues to make your own individual efforts. At this time of destruction, human beings have non-loving intellects. Only the Pandavas had loving intellects and they were victorious. There are devils and deities, but both are human beings. It isn't that devils are those with scary features. They simply wear that kind of dress in order to protect themselves from gas and explosions in battle. They are the devilish community and you are the community of Ram because you have renounced the 5 vices. You will become pure and rule over the whole world. You don't fight with anyone. Baba explains so many things to you. Some come for a month or two and then get tired. It is then said that it is not in their fortune they will become ordinary subjects. There will be many subjects created. Look how many people there are now. In some places, because of a shortage of food, people starve to death. In other places, because of no rain, there is drought. What can the government do about that? These are all natural calamities. There will now also be torrential rainfall. Destruction has to take place. The visions you have had will take a practical form. In a vision, you would see one of Krishna's palaces. You would not be able to see all of them. Okay, you will see that and then destruction will take place. You will shed your bodies and forget everything. The whole world is going to be destroyed. The world will then change. You will forget everything. You now have all the knowledge from the beginning to the end. The Father has given you all the knowledge of how the cycle turns and of the incorporeal world and the subtle region. The more knowledge someone has, the higher his intoxication. We have now become mastered knowledgeful. Then when destruction takes place, our bodies will be destroyed. The knowledge only lasts for this birth. Therefore, your intellect should have so much intoxication that you are to shed your bodies and become prince and princesses. Human beings study and then go and earn an income. The Father says, I do not earn an income. I teach you and then take you back home. You earn an income and then lost it. You have all the knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end. Baba also has this knowledge and he sits here and explains according to his part. Baba then goes away to the land of Nirvana. All souls will also go back home. Then whoever has that part will go into the kingdom. And for the remaining time, those souls will stay in the land of peace. Your children are receiving so much knowledge in order to claim a high status. This cannot sit in the intellects of anyone new. They just say that this knowledge is very good, but they then become engaged in their business again. As soon as they go out, Maya makes them forget it and puts lock on them. Thus becomes the state of many children. They are unable to imbibe fully. When someone comes in, tell him these are all Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. Shivbaba is establishing the land of Vishnu through Brahma. It is now the end of the Iron Age and it will then be the Golden Age. All the children of Brahma are Brahma Kumars who will then become deities. If Baba receives service news, Baba will then also give advice. However, no one gives Baba full news. Many have bad omens over them. 1 minute they are first class and then the next day they became third class. If they didn't have bad omens, how could there be those who were amazed by the knowledge and who then ran away? The children who go and do very good service at the exhibitions use their time in a worthwhile way. You should never leave BapDada. Baba may say something to you children and would then instantly give you a lot of love. Baba doesn't hold anything in his heart against you children. He only teaches you in order to give you guidance. Toli is given here to you children because he is the unlimited father. When a physical father is going home from the market, he would definitely remember his children and take one or another toli for them. Out there in the centers, you don't receive toli. Here the father is sitting personally in front of you children. Baba explains everything to you children. The rishis and munis were satopradhan and the copper age. They didn't have the locks on their intellects. They also used to say that they neither knew the creator nor creation. Today in the Iron Age, everyone's intellect has a lock on it, and so how can they know anything? Even the rishis and munis used to study the scriptures. You receive many points for explaining to others. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, BapDada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. First point, maintain the happiness and intoxication that God is teaching you and making you into gods and goddesses. Keep the knowledge of the Creator and creation in your intellects and relate it to others. Second point, just as the father doesn't hold anything in his heart against any child, so too you too mustn't hold anything against anyone else. Blessing. May you be a karma yogi and always carry out constructive work in service whilst having the awareness of Karavanhar, means the one who inspires. Explanation. Transform any action with the stage of a karma yogi. You are not someone who just performs actions, but you are a karma yogi. Karma means relationship and yoga means for the sake of God, and so let there be a balance of the two. When looking after the livelihood of your body, do not forget the livelihood of yourselves, the soul. Whatever actions you perform, let them be for godly service. For this, always remember the saying about being just an instrument for service and remain aware of being Karavanhar, means one who does. When you do not forget Karavanhar, you will continue to be constructive in the service you do. Slogan. The reason for obstacles in the service and relationships and connections is old sanskars, and so have disinterest in those sanskars. Om Shanti